Welcome to the 2025 U.S. Transparency Awards presented by Labrador, Transparency by Design. These are the seventh annual U.S. Transparency Awards. I am your transparency champion, Brock Romanek. I serve as the chair of the Transparency Scientific Committee, which is an independent group whose mission is to represent the interests of corporate disclosure readers. I also serve as the editor of RealTransparentDisclosure.com, where you can receive all the latest about transparency on a regular basis. Here are 6 things you should know about the Transparency Awards. 1. An objective process. These awards are independently determined through an objective process. The Independent Transparency Scientific Committee oversees this process, including reviewing and updating the roughly 240 criteria that reflect the 5 pillars of transparency. Each of these criteria, as well as the 5 pillars, are listed on RealTransparentDisclosure.com. 2. The Transparency Scientific Committee. The Transparency Scientific Committee is comprised of well-known members of the investor and corporate community. They recently met to help select this year's winners. 3. The awards review process. Each year, an array of experts painstakingly reviews the corporate disclosure documents for all of the universe of companies included in the awards process. This includes the proxy statement, Form 10-K, sustainability and ESG report, IR website, and codes of conduct. 4. The companies eligible. This year, the winners were selected from among the S&P 100 and recent year's winners for a total of 115 companies. This is a smaller universe than past years when companies in the S&P 250 were eligible, meaning that companies outside this year's universe might have won an award in a prior year. 5. Lack of a sustainability or ESG report. Note that 25 of the 150 companies included in this year's universe did not produce a sustainability or ESG report within the last 12 months, and thus received a score of 0 for that category, which essentially made them unable to win the top overall transparency award. Time will tell if that is a one-off anomaly for these companies or that they have decided to forego that type of report on a more permanent basis. 6. Why transparency? As I've blogged numerous times, transparency is a necessary ingredient of the capital markets. It inspires investor confidence and trust, and therefore creates real value, something beyond mere enhanced reputation. The transparency movement strives to help you craft disclosure that is practical, easy to adopt, and accessible to yield great outcomes for both companies and investors and other stakeholders alike. Okay, let's get the show on the road and hear about those winners. The use of simple, concise language enhances transparency and in turn builds real value. This is like plain English, but it's more than that. The winner for plain English in its proxy statement is Johnson & Johnson. Bam! The runner-ups are Microsoft, General Dynamics, Booking Holdings, and ExxonMobil. The Form 10-K continues to evolve the most for many companies as it's the most logical disclosure document to get a makeover. Part of this is SEC rulemaking, part of this is investor demand. In the category for Form 10-K, the winner is Allstate. Bam! The runner-ups are Home Depot, Moody's, Bank of America, and ConocoPhillips. Making it easy for readers to find what they're looking for is a critical component of transparency. Make that IR webpage accessible. Think user-friendly. And wow, the winner for Investor Relations website is a 3-way tie bonanza. Congratulations to Duke Energy, GE Aerospace, and Johnson & Johnson for this honor. Bam! The runner-ups are American Express, ConocoPhillips, CVS Health, Meta Platforms, and Morgan Stanley. A clear, concise code of conduct, the code of ethics, reflects the purpose and values of the way a company sees itself. It helps to guide and influence the behavior of its board and employees. These codes should be transparent to make it as easy as possible for all to comply. The winners in this category is a 2-way tie, Procter & Gamble and Xcel Energy. Bam! The runner-ups are ConocoPhillips, John Deere, and Elevance Health. Proxy statements remain the most critical documents for stakeholders of all kinds. Proxies have long been among the most transparent. Among the many companies that do such a great job in this area today, one truly stands out. Congratulations to Lockheed Martin, winner of Best Proxy Statement for the second year in a row. Bam, bam. The runners up are Gilead Sciences, Vici Properties, Freeport McMoran, and 3M. The Sustainability and ESG report, whatever each company may call it, is the newest type of disclosure document, one that might be the most read corporate document today. Congratulations to Dow, winner of Best Sustainability and ESG report. Bam! The runners up are Lowe's, Philip Morris, American Express, and Ecolab. Finally, our top category, Best Overall Transparency, the Big Kahuna. This company stood out among those judged, receiving high scores across all 5 types of documents reviewed, earning the Best Overall Award. And the winner is Lowe's. Congratulations to Lowe's. Bam. We congratulate it for its standout achievement. We congratulate Lowe's for its standout achievement and sincere dedication to transparency. The runner-ups are Dow, American Express, ConocoPhillips, and AIG. Big accolades for all these companies. We'd also like to recognize the winners in each industry for their commitment to transparency. These companies include Communication Services, Walt Disney, AT&T, and Meta Platforms, Consumer Discretionary, Lowe's, Ford, Home Depot. Consumer Staples, Mondelez, Philip Morris, Kraft Heinz. Energy, ConocoPhillips, Chevron, and Hess. Financials, American Express, AIG, and MetLife. Healthcare, CVS Health, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson. Industrials, Honeywell, 3M, Lockheed Martin. Information technology, Cognizant, Intuit, ServiceNow. Materials, Dow, Ecolab, and Freeport McMoran. Real estate, Prologis, Vici Properties, and American Tower. And finally, utilities, Exelon, Xcel Energy, and NextEra Energy. Congratulations to all those who have been acknowledged. I want to thank Labrador for being driven by the conviction that transparency inspires investor and other stakeholder confidence, which creates real value. Trust is good for business. If you have any questions or would like to gain a better understanding of the criteria so that your company might advance its position in the future, please contact me, Brock Romanek, or anyone at Labrador anytime. For a complete list of these 2025 winners, including the ranking of the top 20 best overall companies, visit transparencyawards.com or realtransparentdisclosure.com. Thank you.